Why the frick do people care so much about celebrities' lives? Escapism and aspiration. This is a direct and poignant point. I have family in Europe, and celebrity worship does not appear to exist to the same degree there. There isn't an Italian equivalent of Brad Pitt or Snooki. It would be interesting to see if materialism and consumerism have a correlative relationship with celebrity worship. I'm pretty sure Brad Pitt is the equivalent of Brad Pitt in Italy. With subtitles of course and without the media frenzy. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes were married in a town in which my relatives live outside of Rome. They couldn't care less who he was or how famous he is in the United States. In fact, the residents of the town dreaded his presence. The mostly American and British media chaos, from traffic to closed-off neighborhoods where locals enjoyed socializing, made everyday life miserable for residents there. My cousin told me that many people in the town did not know who he was before the wedding. To be fair, I would surmise that the local businesses did not mind the economic boost. Edited. Most of these answers are aggressively cynical and condescending. But it's pretty simple. I am a fan of celebrity. Therefore, celebrity is somewhere on the mental list of people I care about to some degree. The list of people I care about to some degree includes people in my personal life and people I know about, but haven't met. When something happens to people I care about to some degree, I have an appropriate emotional response, and some kind of vested in interest, concern in their good fortune, the amount of which depends on the nature of what happens and how much I care about them. Therefore, when something happens to celebrity, I have an interest in it. Sometimes celebrity worship goes crazy, but broadly speaking it makes perfect sense. I really appreciate this response. I've never been terribly interested in celebrities, but recently my favorite musical artist ever passed away, frick COVID, and it put me right back to where I was mentally when Robin Williams died. Sad, low, blue, crying. You know the drill. And for the second time in my life, I got down on myself for caring so much about a celebrity. I don't worship them. Why am I so upset? Your post really helped me see it in a different light. I'm upset because even though I didn't actually know them, I cared about them. Their art made me happy. Them being alive made me happy. And now they are gone. It's surely not unreasonable to be unhappy about that, is it? Reddit may not be the best place to get a legitimate answer. LOL. For the same reasons they care about their friends and families. The human brain doesn't distinguish by the way mutual bonds and parasocial relationships. Some people carry their leaves to the public and others receive the detailed information the way they would receive information from people they know firsthand. Are you sure you don't? Is there nobody you're even somewhat of a fan? No actor or YouTube personality you're interested in knowing a little more about? I didn't for a long time. Never had a celebrity crush or anything like that. I just felt that I didn't know those people and nothing about them held any interest for me. But, as I've gotten older, I started to think more about what it would be like to be someone who didn't grow up in any sort of normal situation and lived their lives in the spotlight like that. I think Michael Jackson's death is what first got me interested. Now I see it as a curiosity. I like watching people having to be quick-witted and navigate the issues of what to say and not say that can ruin or make their careers and public image. Same reason why you cared enough about strangers caring about celebrities to make a post about it. Simple, with the added benefit of celebrities being famous and mostly good looking. Holes in their own leaves that they seek to plug by inserting drama of one sort or another. Celeb leaves tend to be full of drama. Because they find their life more interesting. Most of the time they care about what those celebrities have, that they want to, but can't afford. That's a great question, especially if you define care to include both love and hate. Strangely, when most people say they don't care about celebrity culture or gossip at all, what they really mean is that they freaking hate most celebrities. I just don't get that. Just as an example, I don't understand someone who hates Kylie Jenner. So what if she's rich and famous? Sure, those things don't make her a great person worthy of admiration, but they don't make her an evil person, either. She got lucky in the lottery of life. Good for her. No. Hating vapid rich people you'll never meet seems every bit as silly to me as worshipping them. Because they haven't met any heroes of their own. Honestly, people like drama, and it's a proven fact that your brain creates problems when you have none, so these celebrities create drama and it's quite entertaining sometimes. Entertainment. Most people don't beyond it being just another form of entertainment. Because we're fans. I like a lot of singers, actors, sports stars etc. But I'm wise enough to realize I like them for their image and entertainment value, not because I even remotely think I know them personally. People want someone they can look up to and someone they can relate to, and gainer entertainment from celebrities fit the bill perfectly, especially for younger people. I personally care if it's a big event and the person contributes to society, like I'd be sad if my favorite musician died or their band broke up. Reddit 100. People watching is a common activity we all engage in, even if we don't want to admit it. Following celebrities is just an extension of that. Also, Reddit is more obsessed with celebrities in general than the average person. Humans like to feel rich and famous even if it is vicariously through an otherwise complete stranger. Similarly, why do people vote for whom they think will win rather than whom they think should win? Same reason. People want to be on the winning team even if that team will subsequently harm them later. Studies of people who follow sports closely have shown that testosterone levels increase when their team wins and decrease when their team loses, even though they have zero investment in the effort or outcome. Following sports, politics, and celebrities all have a similar psychosomatic effect. I'm also looking for the answer to this question. I can't understand why some people fawn over celebrities and other famous PPL. I mean, what's the draw to the royals? And I really don't understand how some people support celebrities that are clearly bad influences. Justin Bieber comes to mind. In my opinion, he's nothing but a worthless tit. Because their own lives are empty. Instead of taking steps to fill their own lives with meaning, they take the easy way out and latch onto the fantasy of someone else's life. There's probably an evolutionary advantage to paying attention to the lives of important people. This makes more sense in a tribe or village. Mass media makes it make less sense. People look at celebrities as role models or something they strive to be, and even though you may hate a celebrity, you still care what happens to them since they are in the public eye and they are almost everywhere, so you almost have no choice but to care about what happens to them, either good or bad. For entertainment, as if they don't have enough problems of their own. Because we are mostly capable of empathy and learning from others' experiences than our own. It's more interesting than our lives. Most people like to snoop around John Deacon and his life, because he rarely comes out after the death of Freddie, so they like to see what he does. Because we want to rob their laptops. Probably the same mentality as those people who want to live through their children and excuse it as wanting their children to have better lives than they do. Strictly a symbol. Check out Tyber's Gods Like Us for a really good answer to this question. It must be very strange for new celebrities to wake up one day and realize that their public images carry way more power than they ever understood. This is the power of the symbol. Daniel Boostin's The Image coined the phrase famous for being famous, and the book is frighteningly prescient. You are looking at it in the wrong direction. People don't care about them because they are a celebrity. They are a celebrity because people care about them. People develop some interest in a person because of what they look like or how they act or what they have to say or what they do. And if enough people think that person is interesting and want to know more about that person because they are interesting, then that person becomes classified as a celebrity. Because our lives are monotonous and we are also nosy. For some, they really just want to know so that they can judge. I'm interested in some celebrities' lives because I look for motivation and inspiration, and I am often a fan of these celebrities myself. Depends on the person, the situation and the celebrity. People tend to care more about something if they can identify with it. The person or situation might remind you of something similar that either you or someone you care about can relate to. Sometimes it's nice to think about anything but your own life and your own problems. If you've followed the person for quite a while, you will grow attached in some way and therefore be affected when things happen to them. If they're someone you found during a bad time in your life, you'd more likely get attached fast and possibly project your own feelings on them. That could lead to feeling proud of things they accomplish or feeling sad when they're having a rough time. BC, you might associate them with a projection of yourself. If someone you like, follow, share things from their life, it will feel more like a personal connection rather than you being a consumer of the product them or the content they make. And then you'll care more if you associate a person or situation with egg. The feeling you had when you found them, the feeling you got from finding them, they will probably have some sort of meaning to you even if you don't know it. Some people are just very empathetic or get invested with other people easily. It can be nice to focus on other people and just follow their life every now and then. When something happens you might not like what they stand for / have done and want to know if they get what you think they deserve. There are so many other reasons as well. Everyone is a bit different. And depending on how many reasons you have, you will probably care more or less than someone else. I'd say as long as it's not hurting anyone, go for it, Ick. And that's all for now. Make sure to like, subscribe and click that bell notification for more /Reddit network videos. Thanks and come again.